Linkage mapping is a technique used to determine the relative positions of genes on a chromosome. By studying how traits are inherited together, scientists can create genetic maps that show the order of genes and the approximate distances between them. How does linkage mapping work? Crosses researchers perform crosses between individuals with different traits. These crosses can be between different species or between individuals of the same species with different genotypes. Recombination. During meiosis, chromosomes exchange segments. This process, called recombination or crossing over, can break up linkages between genes that are close together on a chromosome. Analysis. The frequency of recombination between two genes is related to their physical distance on the chromosome. Genes that are close together are less likely to be separated by recombination, while genes that are far apart are more likely to be separated. Map construction. By analyzing the frequency of recombination between different pairs of genes, scientists can create genetic maps that show the order of genes and the approximate distances between them. Why is linkage mapping important? Gene identification, linkage mapping can help identify genes that are involved in specific traits or diseases. Genetic markers. Linkage maps can be used to identify genetic markers that are associated with specific traits or diseases. These markers can be used to screen individuals for susceptibility to certain conditions. Gene therapy linkage mapping can help researchers identify genes that are involved in genetic disorders. This information can be used to develop gene therapy treatments. Example of linkage mapping. One famous example of linkage mapping is the work of Thomas Hunt Morgan and his colleagues on Drosophila melanogaster, or fruit flies. Morgan's experiments showed that genes for certain traits were inherited together, suggesting that they were located close together on the same chromosome. This led to the development of the first genetic map of a chromosome.